freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World. Let me clear my throat. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture collide. Welcome to Studio 8 in my rooftop, if you're joining me now. And the universe collides. Court, comedy, culture, and now the universe collides because we talk about 3i Atlas pretty much every day on my show now, until we get some real answers. Looks like my mom is here on the feed. Shout out to my mom. Love you, mama. Anyway, I'm digressulating. We have a hot show for you, and it has to be pretty quick because I have Pilates at 4:30. Yes, I did say Pilates. Go ahead and judge me as you will, but I've started doing Pilates twice a week now. I'm running pretty much every day, and I'm on a low-carb diet. So I'm trying to get in shape, look good for the camera, because I'm going to be on Comics Unleashed on CBS, actually. I don't know when the air date will be, but I will be filming it in January. I have my La Contento right here. Check this out. This is the good stuff. La Contento NYC, they make my suits as well. I'm just going to spray a little bit of this on, just like this. Yep. Man, that smells good. That smells good, man. That's what I'm talking about right here, Patriots. Can you see that puppy? No, you can't at all. Right there. Can you see it? No, it doesn't matter, Sam. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. We've got some news to get into on 3i Atlas, so let's just get into it. Come on into the feed, guys. Welcome. We are now broadcasting live from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. We're going after all platforms. And to remind you, this is free journalism. If you want to become a member on my YouTube page, I would greatly appreciate that. Action Packed just became a member yesterday. So I really appreciate the love. It was amazing. And I encourage all of you guys to do that, because that's what's going to have to happen. Unfortunately, the future of getting free journalism is over. I mean, this is free journalism, independent journalism. But the problem is getting real information that you can actually trust. That's getting hard to do. Every single news station, reporter, everybody has a narrative, has a motive, because they are being paid. See, and I'm not being paid. I'm being paid by YouTube, by TikTok. You know, I do some ads. I make money off these little social media websites. But CBS, ABC, TMZ, Washington Post, New York Times, Wall Street, all the most CNN. CNN's about to be bought out by basically Jared Kushner and the Saudis. Allegedly. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's crazy. It is getting crazy. CNN, no, you cannot trust any news. It's like, oh, yes. Come right over here. Trust me. No, don't trust them. All you can do is trust somebody like myself, who is sitting here in Studio 8, up in the studio, doing this for the love of the game. For the love of the game. People don't do it for the love of the game anymore. But I'm here proving to you that hard work pays off. Consistency pays off. Ugh. I hate Nick Fuentes. I get it. Why everybody likes him. The way he talks, you know, he sounds like he makes a lot of sense. I get it. I understand why people like Nick Fuentes. But he's such an awful little twerp. Hello and love, Miss Wu Farkenhu. I love that freaking name. Hello and love from Australia. Nice. G'day, mate. Thank you so much for sending that. Sending love, light, health, and energy, financial wealth, emotional wealth to you as well, all the way to Australia. I've never been in Australia, but I would love to go. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Fully digressulating all over the place today. Nick Fuentes, that was my point. I just saw something on him. Everybody's like, he's a virgin. Yeah, he's a virgin, bro. Pierce Morgan was pushing him. He's like, okay, so like, he's like, all right, well then what is it? You know, tell us then. What are you? Huh? What are you then, Nick Fuentes? You're a pathological liar. You're a terrible racist, but tell me why. Why should we have you on my show? Pierce Morgan. Oh my God. Nick Fuentes, if you look his name up, just Google it. The first two words that come up are white nationalist. White nationalist. You hear me? So Nick Fuentes is on the show and they find out he's a virgin, bro. And Pierce says, do you like women? He says, yeah, but I just don't like to be around them. And he believes a woman should never work, that she should just be in the kitchen, bro. That's just, come on. Look, I believe one parent you should try. Like, you know, part of my career, I've been home. I've had to take care of my kids. I've been like a stay-at-home dad for portions throughout my career, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that my schedule allows me to drop my kids off, pick them up, get my work done during the day. And because I've done that, I've worked jobs where you do an hour-and-a-half commute in the morning, and then you don't get home till 7, 8 o'clock at night. Dinner's over. You're yelling at your kids for a half hour in the morning and then yelling at them for a half hour at night to go to bed. It's terrible. It's not really a way to live. But anyway, thank you from Australia. But yeah, I don't know why I got on my Nick Fuentes, but I just saw him like, dude, he's gay. That's the best part about him. He's like, I'm so Christian, I can't be gay because it's against my Bible. But he's clearly gay, man. He doesn't like to be around women. Okay. He's a virgin. Okay. So, what else would you be, Nick Fuentes? What would you say? Nick Fuentes, you would say, I'm going to say he's gay. I think he's gay. I'm just going to say it. He's gay. Nick Fuentes. Oh, you know, it'd be the cutest couple ever. Do you know it'd be the cutest couple ever? Nick Fuentes and Tony Hinchcliffe. And they can go float off on a pile of garbage out into the sunset, baby. Oh my God, that would be a cute couple. Tony Hinchcliffe and Nick Fuentes. Let's make that happen, gay world. Not gay world, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, like I always said, State Farm. State Farm is there, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Yeah, if your neighbor's the Ted Bundy or the Addams family. Silky Sweet is in the mix over here on the YouTubes. Welcome in, welcome in. We have a bit of a shorter show today, everyone, because I said earlier in the show, I'm doing Pilates. Started doing Pilates twice a week. It is a core work. It is good for the core. It is, if anybody hadn't done it, I mean, I'm telling you, my dad came in town. He's like, Sam, when did your calves start to pop like these? Like, your calves are popping, bro. I'm like, yep, Dad, my calves, bro. It's a lot out here in LA. We're walking hills, we're running hills all the time. So my calves, everybody used to always call me chicken legs. My wife used to say, you're cute, little chicken legs. No longer. My chicken legs are gone, bro. They're man legs now. I got some calfulars. Like if I was a giant, I would eat my leg as a chicken wing. It'd be delicious. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Let's get into some of it. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Yes, it is your world. President Trump embarrassing all of us again today. I'll just get into this and then I'll show you the latest on 3i.
You said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela.
This is the boat that got struck off the coast of Venezuela. Look at how they caught him in a lie. They catch him in a lie. He says, "No, yeah, I never said that." And then they play a clip of him saying it. Watch this.
Secretary Hegseth now says,
I didn't say that.
That's you said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
Mr. President, you released video of that first boat strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what
I
happened?
don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
you said that
So there he is, caught in the lie days earlier, saying, "Hello from Seattle. How are you? Thank you for joining the show. Likes black bears. Cool. I like black bears too. Black bears singing in the dead of night. Take these broken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night." OMG, just play the video to his yeah, I know. Hold on. Let's see.
you would have no problem releasing the full bit. Okay, well, Secretary Hegseth,
Whatever Hegseth wants to do is okay with
he
me.
now says it's under review. Are you ordering the secretary to release that full video?
Whatever he
Let's see out
decides
there.
is okay with me. So every boat we knock out of the water, every boat we save 25.
By the way, I love this reporter. I love her bravery. Keep in mind, he is so disrespectful towards women. You don't really see him. You don't really see him talking like this a lot to men. He's a bully, and black women. He is doing this to a black woman. If you see this, which that, you know, not to make it about race, but that makes me even more enraged, let's say, because it's just so disrespectful. But by the way, no man should ever talk to a woman like this. Okay, nobody. This whole fake news thing, like, that's not professional. When you don't like the question in life, you don't get to. Did I see the newest news on Naomi and possibly facing charges now? No. Naomi who? Tell me in the commentulars. Anyway, let's get back.
Release that full video.
Whatever he
Let's see out
decides
there.
is okay with me. So every boat we knock out of the water, every boat we save 25,000 American lives. That was a boat.
Where are they getting this math from? That's what I want to freaking know. Where are they getting this math? 25,000 lives every time you kill a boat of fishermen, allegedly. It just makes no sense. A boat like this couldn't even make it to the United States. You'd have to have more fuel on the boat than you'd have room for anything. I don't get it. It's not like, oh my God, they took down this huge submarine. They found this huge tunnel. No, dude, they're just going after Venezuela for their oil. Stay woke.
Loaded up with drugs. I saw the video. They were trying to turn the boat back to where it could float.
Okay.
And we didn't want to see that because that boat.
We didn't want to see that. So what happened? They were trying to turn the boat back, okay? So after you completely bomb a boat and there's nothing left of it, you can still turn the boat back. You can turn the boat back. Did you know that? Yeah, I just found that out. You can turn the boat back.
Was loaded up with drugs just like everything else. But every boat we shoot down, and I don't know if you know, we're 92 or 94% down in drugs coming in by the sea. And we're trying to find who are the 6%.
Yes. Oh, can we find out who is that 6% of you? We are going to find you and we're going to bomb your little boat. That is our promise. America! Fuck yeah! Burning the name on a motherfucking day, yeah, America! Fuck yeah! Bombing the shit out of Venezuela. What are we doing? We don't want to be bullies. Oh, Christy Nome. Yeah, I mean, there's talks that Christy Nome is going to be let go. ICE is out of control. Dan Bongino of the ICE fame. Dan Bongino and the Icemen. Oh my God. Dozen Donnie.
because I don't know, people aren't liking to drive boats right now loaded up with drugs. But every single,
I don't know. I went to Lake Havasu last week and everybody looked good.
think of that. Every single boat we shoot out, on average, we save 25,000 American lives. Do you feel
Think about that. What do you think? As somebody who likes to suck my dick, what do you think?
okay about that, Court?
Keep us safe.
Okay, I know my man. What about you? Are you okay with that?
Totally fine with that. Are you committed to releasing the full
Just tastes great.
video?
Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that it was
You're
up
the
to
most
Secretary Hicks.
obnoxious reporter.
Look at this. Do you love this? So everybody, all his little yes men and women were like, you're the best. You're the best. Please pee on my face. And then the reporter kept it 100. She's like, all right, all that bullshit. But are you going to release the video?
You said that it was
You're
up
the
to
most
Secretary Hicks.
obnoxious reporter in the whole place. Let me. I know my man. What about you? Are you okay with that?
Totally fine with that. Are you committed to releasing the full video?
Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that it was
You're
up
the
to
most
Secretary Hicks.
obnoxious reporter in the whole place. Let me just tell you, you are an obnoxious, actually a terrible reporter. And it's always the same thing with you. I told you, whatever Pete Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
Step now says.
He's on.
Step now says. Step now says.
He thinks he's on an episode of The Apprentice.
You're obnoxious. You know that you're really.
I mean, who talks to an adult like that? In any other, if a CEO talks to somebody like that, HR is on it. The CEO is being let go. The stockholders are like, dude, you're way too controversial. You're doing all these weird social media posts on your own social media website. He could only be the president of the United States. This is literally the definition of failing upward. His entire family has failed upwards. It's crazy. It's a great talent to have if you can. I mean, it's just terrible. I don't like seeing men talk to women like that. It enrages me when he does it. Now, here's something crazy. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Dude, why? Why am I in a world where Marjorie Taylor Greene is making sense now? I'm so confused as a person. Because I like to think maybe I have a good judge of character. My wife, she really knows, you know, like when I've had business relations or friends and my wife's like, yeah, that guy, I don't know. I'm like, no, he's cool. My wife always knew. So I'm not the greatest at knowing, but I feel like I'm decent at it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, why am I agreeing with this lady all of a sudden? I mean, it's crazy. Listen to her now on what she's been getting unaliving threats on her life, right? She went to Donald Trump because he's the one who's lighting the fire to that, right? Kind of like, I don't know, pick a random date, January 6th or 7th, 6/7. By the way, the Phoenix Festival that Billy McFarland, which we'll get into that, was on the 6th and the 7th. 6/7. I did it again. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Who's calling me? Hello?
I'm calling from Chevy Chase Surgery Center for Samson.
Oh, yeah, this is him.
Hi, I was calling in regards to your appointment on Friday with Dr. Corsani. Just wanted to let you know you do have a payment of $352.
Damn. Is that for the whole colonoscopy?
Sorry. This is for your colonoscopy. Yes, you have a deductible of $300 and co-insurance of 10%.
Okay. Is that going to be total? Will there be any more payment on it or just the 300?
There shouldn't be. The only thing maybe is anesthesia, but I wouldn't be able to tell you now. You would probably be billed until after the procedure.
Got it. Because anesthesia is where that's the expensive one, really.
Yeah, anesthesia, usually they bill your insurance first, and if the insurance doesn't cover, then they do bill you.
Okay, got it. Okay, and so I need to be there at 7:45.
That's the time the doctor's office gave you.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
The earliest Dr. Corsani patients come is 6 a.m.
Oh, geez. Okay. So,
If you
and
wanna,
can I
be
pay
ready,
when I
fine.
get there, or what do I need to do?
Yes. Pay at arrival. You can pay card or cash. If it's cash, it has to be exact change.
Yeah, no, I'll just pay card at arrival.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you on Friday.
Great. Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
You too. Thank you.
So I'm getting a colonoscopy, you guys, on Friday. Secret's out. No. It's good. It's my actually second one. I didn't have polyps last time. praying and hopefully, please say some nice things for me. That have another no polyps and clean bill of health, as they say. You got to check it out. I had a close friend, Tammy Holland, pass of colon cancer, and because she was a female and she thought that some blood in her, she thought it was blood in her, she thought it was her menstrual cycle and ignored blood in her poop, is what I'm saying, because that is a sign of colon cancer. So make sure colonoscopies, get them. Guys, I think you should get them before 50 because at some point it can be too late. I would say get it at 40, 42. Anyway, I'm digressulating. So let's get into it. Marjorie Taylor Greene. What do we got here? I know 3 more years of him. It's rough, man. I just like to have government where I'm not worried about it. I realize the thing about, and maybe this is how Republicans feel when Biden's in office, I'm assuming, but there's this level of anxiety that I carry with me every day. And it's because, what happened today? Whose rights were taken away? What terrible ICE video do I have to watch today? It's just, I have a trans friend on Instagram who served our country, and had her benefits taken away. And this is someone, she was a man, let's say maybe 5 years ago. I've watched her transformation, if you will. And it's just like, why don't we leave everybody alone? I just don't understand it. We need to get back to a loving country that leads with love to the world. Whatever happened to wanting to be an example, like the Big Brother program, Donald Trump would not be a big brother. He'd be like, all right, kid, I'll be right back. Here you go. Here's $1. Don't spend it all in one day. You want to listen I learned? You can only look out for yourself, you loser. Literally. Anyway, here is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Listen to this.
73 death threats that my office reported to Capitol Police, and a direct death threat on my son. I would ask anyone to consider, should I have to become like Charlie Kirk? Is that what I have to do?
Whoa.
And I
have a big impact on you.
Whoa. That was that was Marjorie. She was sounding normal, and then she goes all Marjorie. It's like, what, do I have to get all kirked out here or something? Munson in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and I think that's too much to ask.
And when you told President Trump about this, can you tell us a little bit more about what his reaction was to these threats?
Yeah, it was shocking to me. I sent those death threats directly to him in a text message and informed him of what his name calling and words were doing, the direct result. And it was a direct assassination threat on my son. And he was extremely, I won't repeat what he said, but it was extremely unkind. No sympathy, no care. I've had a...
Wow, did you guys hear that? Extremely unkind, no sympathy, no care. That's the type of person. So wasn't even her, man. It was her son. And I thought about that. That's not only is that like, look, I don't particularly like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I've never agreed with a word that has come out of her mouth. But she started to make sense lately. Maybe she really did get a visit from the ghost of Christmas past, or it's almost like she was visited by the ghost of Christmas past. I think she saw the Lord for once. But that's terrible. Can you imagine going to Donald Trump and being like, I have 73 death threats, sir. And on my son. Well, she couldn't repeat the words because it said, yeah, well, that's what you get when you cross me. I bet it was something like that. It's mafia, dog. Action Packed is in the house. Welcome, Action Packed. I actually have the videos you sent me. Hang on. Glad you reminded me. Let me pull those into the feed. Let me pull them in the feed. I'm gonna pull them in the feed. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them in the feed. Yeah, gonna pull them in the feed. Book. I'm gonna pull them in the feed. This video. Oh, gonna pull it in the feed. Gonna pull it in the feed. 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 Yeah. What is this thing? Okay. Did that pull in the feed? Here we go. Here's this video of 3
Space
hours.
Agency. We had the Tianwen mission from China, and we had several spacecraft from NASA, particularly the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. And so during this closest approach to Mars, it's about 0.3 AU, we got all of these spacecraft attempting to make observations of the comet. Now, the pictures themselves were underwhelming, and that's not surprising because
Sounds like my
you've got
sex life.
this
Oh, just
spacecraft
joking.
camera that's designed to look down at the very bright surface of Mars, trying to then look at a faint object in space. And the object is moving very quickly, and the spacecraft is moving very quickly in orbit around Mars, about 15,000
Yes, can we
kilometers per
please
hour.
do
And
some
so this was
parody?
an enormous technical challenge for people to be able to try and resolve this.
Yes, please pull out the tarot cards. Let's do it. What is the future of this show hold? Let me see if there's the other video I have here. I think so. Fascinating stuff. Guys, if you're just joining, this is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your universe collide. That is right. It's where court, comedy, and culture collide. And that is right.
Comet while the spacecraft was orbiting Mars. But they were able to resolve it, and they were able to chart its position over time. And this is really important because whenever we have these objects coming through the solar system, you predict its future trajectory based on the observations that you're able to make. The more accurate observations you make, the better you can calculate what's going to happen to it in the future. Now, with 3A Alice, it's no big deal, right? It already went past the sun. It's going to come within a couple of AU of the Earth, and then it's going to fly off into the cosmos again. But if there are other objects that are on a potentially threatening trajectory, maybe something that could strike the Earth,
that would not be good. Action pack, no worries at all, man. 2 videos are cool. This one this is pretty cool, sweet show.
and especially these comets, right? They're very dangerous. They can come out of nowhere, and this has happened in the past. It's almost inevitably going to happen in the future. And to be able to chart the position, the trajectory of these objects with precision, this is important. And it could be that those spacecraft orbiting Mars or Jupiter or Pluto will give us that first view and give us those first measurements that will allow us to know whether we're dealing with a dangerous object or something that we can just enjoy for the show.
I mean, hopefully it's something we can enjoy for the show. I mean, right? That sounds freaky. Is this one of the videos? Let me see. Wait. That's not one of the ones.
Space Agency. We had the Tianwen mission from China, and we had several spacecraft from NASA, particularly the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. And so during this closest approach to Mars, it's about 0.3 AU, we got all of these spacecraft attempting to make observations of the comet.
Yeah, this is not, hold on, let me pull this guy down. I already did that. Yeah, I thought hang on 1 second. Guys, if you're just joining, this is Samson's World. We are bringing in some new
Mars mission from the European Space Agency. We had the Tianwen spacecraft.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm bringing it in here. We're bringing it in. We're bringing it in. Okay, I thought we already brought this one in. Here we go, action packed. Bringing it into the feed as we speak. Let's see.
Mars mission from comet. And this happens very regularly when comet light.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jets, no dust, and no signs of sublimation anywhere near the nucleus. Even the weak activity.
By the way, I love the word sublimation because I made some sweatshirts, some Samson sweatshirts, and it was sublimated. The process was. It's pretty cool. Anyway.
Recorded in early.
Yep. That's crazy. Oh my MGs. Here's what was that it? Is the video that short, dude? Is that
Light.
it?
There were no jets, no dust, and no signs of sublimation anywhere near the nucleus. Even the weak activity recorded in early...
Hold on, let me pull up another one. Bamboo Best.
Over 700
Caught on camera now.
Yesterday's party was very light.
It's comet. And this happens very regularly when comets get relatively close to the sun.
I think maybe this is the other video. Hold on. My bad.
Mars mission from the European Space Agency. We had the
Patriots.
comet. And this happens very regularly.
Okay, I think this is it. No? Let me know what you think about this. Let me go.
Regularly when comets get relatively close to the sun, they experience a lot of tidal forces. They're, comets are not these solid balls of rock or metal or whatever. They're these loose amalgamations of ice and dust and rock and metal.
Sorry, I didn't do a good job of that video. I'm gonna have to do a better job at grabbing that video. Clearly, that was not very good. Action Packed, what is your I thought you did send that sublimation clip. What is your latest you have on 3i Atlas? What are you thinking about it? Yeah, Star Talk. I do love Star Talk. Here is actually Joe Rogan talking about 3i Atlas, which I'm surprised he's finally talking about it. I was saying yesterday, we've been talking about it.
Released what's being called the most structurally revealing imagery of interstellar comet 3i Atlas.
Whatever.
These images, captured by amateur observer Kalopa stars from the dark skies of Hanaka'a, Hawaii, have provided a definitive view of a rare and controversial optical phenomenon. A razor-thin anti-tail projecting toward the sun. These stacked exposures, processed using
Welcome to the party, Joe.
Using advanced AI refinement techniques.
Astronomers expected a bright and dramatic sight when their telescopes finally regained view of 3i Atlas on November 5th, 2025. They believed the comet.
Yeah, thank you very much, Action Packed. As you can see, I am sitting here, guys. So this is my A10 Mini Pro right here. It's hooked up to, I've got 3 Blackmagic cameras. This is my Rodecaster. See this? I got the fingers on the dial. My computer is over here. This is where I'm loading clips, running the show through StreamYard. Completely transparent, guys, on how I'm doing this show. But thank you. Hey, and thank you, Action Packed, again for being a member, man. I really appreciate it. I was taken back a little bit yesterday when you did that. And it means so much to me that you did that and made that commitment. So I really appreciate you throwing all the good energy towards you. I mean, you don't have to do it. And I know everybody's out there everybody's hurting for money and stuff. So I really appreciate you supporting me. And I promise you, I am loyal and I always will pay back and I will keep my promise, man. And I definitely will hook you up for sure. But anyway, let's hear a little bit more of this. I got to do a little bit of a short show.
Would show a long glowing tail because it had just passed its closest point to the sun. A stage when every known comet becomes more active and releases dust and gas into space. Instead, they saw something that froze the entire control room. There was no tail, no spreading coma, and no cloud of dust.
Wow.
All the
sounds like a fart.
The instruments detect.
There's been new discoveries about the history of the universe, the speed of the solar system, and the origins of dark matter. Those are the big topics being discussed now.
Were a single tight point of light, a result that broke every basic rule of how a comet should behave after perihelion. This strange silence forced scientists to confront a disturbing possibility. Something had happened during the 3 weeks when the comet was hidden behind the sun, out of sight, and beyond the reach of every observing tool on Earth.
What could have happened?
What exactly could shut down a comet at the very moment it should have been at its brightest? The setup begins with the speed of 3i Atlas, because it entered the inner solar system racing between Earth and Jupiter at about 129,742 Malapraeus. making it the fastest interstellar object ever recorded. Before it reached perihelion, astronomers watched it grow more active every week as a dust coma expanded around the nucleus and gas emissions increased in strength. Images also showed a young tail beginning to stretch behind it, and in August.
So you're saying 3i Atlas got hot? Something happened, aka it got hot and lost ice. Yeah, melted off some ice and gases. It's amazing. Let's move it on a little bit. Let me see what I have here for you in the pipeline. I have your Phoenix Friar Fest. That's right. Are you aware of Billy McFarlane, guys? The Friar Fest, the documentary. If you haven't seen that documentary in Friar Fest, go see it on Netflix. Just see it in your house. It's hilarious. This guy, he's the only person in the history of documentaries who might have his own sequel to his documentary. Who knew there could be a documentary to a sequel? Nobody did. But this guy is doing it. Listen to this. Update. Billy McFarlane late last night. Billy McFarlane. I think I just called him that. Yep. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Billy McFarlane. Oh my gosh, he allegedly hit, I don't know if it's J20. There's some other guy who was there, the DJ, but allegedly he hit one of the other business partner guys in the face. This is all alleged, guys, but I don't know. The whole island. I'm digressulating. I don't know. The whole island of Chope, I don't know what it's called. He pronounces it wrong. There's a video where he comes out and he's like, in 8 years in the making. No, dude, you were in prison for 8 years. And then is it not a coincidence that he had it on November 6th and 7th? 6-7. That is insane that he would do something like that. What do you guys think about this? I will keep you updated on what happens. Secret Service Samson for president of TikTok. Yeah. Billy McFarlane. Now look at some of these videos, dude. This is so funny.
Knockout blow, apparently over $18.
Sorry, no, that's the wrong one, but we got to get to that story too. That's insane. Dude, how did he get French Montana there? I don't know. And then there's this other DJ. What are you eating, Bill? They say Billy has some kind of autism or something, and so he's a little off. I don't know. The whole thing, the Phoenix, I don't know how the guy's able to do it again and steal people's money again. It's pretty crazy. Look at this. This is crazy. This guy, I don't know where it is. I got to see. Did not want to pay $18 for the valet parking, so he knocks out the valet, dude. Look at this. This is terrible.
Punching a parking valet at a South Florida hotel.
Rodolfo Rodriguez is the name of the valet who was working here at the Ocean Sky.
Of course, South Florida.
Hotel and Resort on Tuesday night when he says a customer started complaining about paying the $18 parking fee. What happened next left Rodriguez laid out unconscious and everyone at the hotel wondering why the puncher wasn't immediately arrested. It happened so fast. A valet is seen having a conversation with a man partially obscured by a column outside the Ocean Sky Hotel in Fort Lauderdale when the man suddenly punches the valet in the face, dropping him to the ground. The man then puts his hands on the victim as people from the hotel come rushing out.
He upset with the price on the parking lot.
Rodolfo Rodriguez is the valet on the video.
They say, I'm gonna fire you.
That's the last thing Rodriguez remembers before being hit. Were you knocked out?
Yeah, knocked out. I was 5 minutes on the ground.
Can you believe that?
I don't remember after that.
The hotel surveillance video shows the entire thing. From a woman the hotel manager said was with the puncher, having a discussion with the valet, to the punch a few minutes later. And the fact that it took police about 14 minutes to arrive to the scene and paramedics about 15 minutes to arrive. That last fact makes hotel manager Mark Dyer angry.
Could you imagine what could have happened to this guy? He could have had a brain hemorrhage.
Dyer said he saw the punch. He said the puncher's wife was inside the hotel complaining about the parking fee at the time.
Wow. Nobody should be attacked like that. Nobody should have to go through the pain and suffering that Rodolfo's gone through. It's a savage attack.
Dyer said he spoke to the puncher after the attack. He said the man identified himself as a former cop in the Atlanta area and as a former DEA
surprise
agent.
He was very arrogant. Oh, I have an $80,000 vehicle and why should I have to pay for parking? And I'm like, you just punched.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Action Packed. I'm surprised he didn't die. And this guy, after
somebody, as you've just assaulted somebody, and you want to talk to me about an $80,000 vehicle? I said,
and he's saying, I have an $80,000 vehicle. I shouldn't have to pay the $18 after he hits the guy. And he's
what
like,
a scumbag.
Dyer and others at the hotel cannot understand why the puncher wasn't immediately arrested and charged.
He needs to go to jail, and for me, I think he poses a threat to the community.
Yep. White privilege, white privilege, white privilege, white privilege. You do. This is crazy. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Yes, he could have died if he landed the wrong way. I'm surprised he didn't. The way he landed in the video is shocking. You have to be a bit of a sociopath to even want to be a cop these days, so we shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I'd be surprised if he wasn't a cop. If he was a regular dude, I'd be like, whoa, who's that guy? Look at this. This happened, I think, in China or somewhere where a bear in like a circus show attacks. This is crazy. Look at this.
熊宝宝呢？喂，怎么回事？小心！看来熊宝宝今天有点脾气。弄他了，干什么？打架了。
Did they get a basketball rim? Like, really? You don't have anything, like, put a taser. Yeah, about a taser. That's an idea. Bear with me while I grab the taser. Come on. Look at this. Dude, the guy gets free. Look at this. And he goes back to the airborne. I don't know what wild animals. Absolutely right about that.
我们坐到自己座位上。
It's okay. It's okay, everybody.
来，
Look at this. Look at that. You don't have any better tools to get the hair off of him. But this guy is either, oh, not good. Maybe put the parrot down. Maybe put the freaking parrot down. You brought a parrot to a bear fight? What the MG? Wow. So that's crazy. That's the latest in your world. Guys, I hate to say it. I think I have to end the feed today. I got to get to Pilates, and my kids are calling me. They need to be picked up. I got to figure out life. I love you guys. I'm going to get to some more tomorrow, Wednesday, hump day. We're going to make it. I had a wonderful day today, Tuesday. Hope you guys have. I hope you guys have a lot of light, love, health, and safety, and laughter. Does anybody remember laughter? Make sure you look up. That's what Action Packed always says. Make sure to look up. That's a good idea. Because if you're looking up, you're not looking down. You know what I mean? And you're staying positive. Stay positive. Glasses are half full, not empty. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. This has been Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your universe collide. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?